to JR Pro Shop Vids, guys, and Gootz is back. Today I threw the real time. This ball is a solid, but comes with polish. So it's a polished solid sim ball. Going to the vid, we bowled on after league stuff, so we bowled on 43 feet. I can tell you that it was pretty burnt up. With the ball, did start at fourth arrow, trying to get a feel of what the burn was doing. And you can see that the ball was rolling up pretty early mid lane and just smooths out in the back. With that being said, I think I was losing energy with the ball. I gradually started moving left. The ball kept its energy longer. I started finding mid oil as well as front oil for the ball to skid down the lane to get to the break point. And with that being said, just chased it left every time. And you can see in the many shots that I thrown that the ball was getting better. But then as I got too far left, I started leaving flat 10s, 7 pins, meaning the ball was over under. Either it was reading the friction too late now, or I would try to get the ball in the dry early, but make the ball roll out. So after I saw this ball going over under, I did switch over to the one reverb. The one reverb is ASIM Pearl. So again, start at fourth arrow, try to get a feel of what was going on with the lane. And you can see that the ball would burn up early, be very continuous off the back, but just not enough carry in the back for it to strike. As I started moving left gradually, the ball reaction did get better again. With the Pearl cover stock, really got through the mids and the fronts, really rolled nicely once it hit the back end. I did strike a little bit more as the ball did get into a roll when I hit the break point, but it wasn't giving me that jumpy reaction. I did go in front of the ball return and tried to play my angles, tried to play a little bit of swing, a little bit of up the back, so it held the line a little longer. Pretty much looked really good. Again, I did try to move a little further left, just about fifth arrow. I wasn't getting really good reaction as I started leaving light. And again, I think I was, at that point, no one was in that area. It was too far left. I was the only one really there. Once I saw that shape with the ASIM Pearl, I did switch to a solid because I didn't want something smooth. So I switched over to my smooth GB5 and again, played at fourth arrow, and you can see how it's reading the front part of the lane. It wasn't as over under, but it didn't really give me that energy off the back. You can see it once it starts hitting pins, pins were flying up. I think it just kept its energy too long. I think I like that shape better than the real time as well as the one reverb. I was getting smoother reaction instead of getting inconsistency reactions with the other balls. And with what I was seeing, I did something with the real time. With the real time, I put 3K on it. I did get a much better reaction as when it got through the fronts, it didn't jump. It didn't really get into that weird roll hook area. And as I kept moving left, it gave me that same look that the GB5 was having, where it was just smooth off the back. As I kept moving left, it wasn't retaining as much as I thought it would. But honestly, I think that's just to do with how much the lane has been used just from me throwing it in that area. So honestly, when I was throwing the real time, I think where it really fits is when it starts to get cliffy. After taking off the polish and putting 3K on it, the reaction was just a lot more smoother. I was able to control the shape a lot more and just soft off my hand, right into the pocket. It was money. Like, I didn't really have to do much to it. Will this be a ball that I'll bring in my bag? Most likely. I do really like the symmetrical Ebonite balls. And with that being said, I always have the GB5 in handy because that's my transition ball. And I think after that, I might just jump into the real time. With the polish, it's a little too much, but I know there's gonna be some centers where I'm gonna need the polish. Will I use this ball in the beginning of league as well? Honestly, it's a solid. If I sand it down, maybe a little bit more, it'll probably be smooth enough for me to start the league. We do have our oil here that doesn't carry down as much, as we don't have a lot of high rev players. Usually it's like 10 board that starts to get dried up. With that being said, I think this will be good. Really get the ball to the spot, just left and right of it, and I think it'll just roll right in. As me being a high rev player, moving left with this, it's really good, and me liking Ebonite and what they do with their symmetrical balls, I can't complain. So question time with Gootz. When it comes to leagues and tournaments, since the ball is called the real time, what time do you like to show up to tournaments and make yourself feel ready? I usually like to show up 30 minutes before or even 10 minutes. So I try and get there closer to when practice starts because I get really antsy. Let me know what you guys do, comment down below, and we'll see you in the next vid. you.